The podcast you're about to listen to contains horribly offensive language, crude humor, and countless spoilers for things we guarantee haven't been spoiled for you yet. Listener discretion is advised. If you're listening to this in a public place without headphones, you should probably use headphones. This podcast isn't safe for work, or home, or school, or your headphones. In fact, you should probably stop listening. Want to skip to a specific section of the show? The episode description contains a handy index with timestamps to help you do exactly that. Now sit back, relax, and listen to two fat guys talk.
Hey, Carlos.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, friends.
Hello!
This is Two Fat Guys Talk, a refined podcast. Episode 63, and friends.
Yes, quite.
Friend Po, tell the people of yourself.
Well, on the way home from work, I passed by a bookstore. I saw Sonic Boom #3 for the comic edition. And Amy lost her hammer, and she was all like, I don't have no identity. Back to you.
Excellent. Kiki, sound off.
Moo moo. Moo moo.
Oh,
Moo!
Moo moo.
Moo!
Momo!
Momo, Momo.
Momo.
I was so mad when I couldn't do the cow level. Because when we had that hacked copy, and that's when they finally took down my character, and I was like, no! No, I was gonna kill all the cows! Sorry, that was for Diablo 2 if anyone's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yep.
I can swear, right?
Oh, you can swear all the
totally.
fucking time. We have that one of the many disclaimers I recorded, and by many I mean 4, because this guy won't record one, even though it's been on that list forever. Dave, record an intro and put it here.
It's okay.
And by record an intro, you mean ignore everything you say.
Yeah, that is the story of my life. So this episode 63, our title, let's just all agree that Sailor Moon needs a better reboot.
With the alternate title of Coming Soon to an Anime Rave Near You, Steins Gate Episode 4.
No,
Oh, dear.
please. Please, no. It hurts.
I'm thinking...
I actually looked ahead in, like, the graphic novel version of Steins Gate. You can actually fuck around with time so that the transgendered girl actually becomes a full-on girl.
Wow. That is even more offensive than what they did before.
But in the canon ending, in order to keep the assisted girl from dying, you have to you basically have to nullify what you did and make the transgender girl back to that situation.
That's awesome.
What?
I really, this is just the worst piece of fiction ever
It
made.
sounds like we're talking about the whole banana thing again.
Yes. Does it involve the banana?
I don't know that much.
I don't think the banana survives later. I think I think they just dropped it like that little black girl from Family Matters.
Oh.
She just walked off the stairs and
Never came back down.
You know, I thought you honestly to God made that up.
No, there are whole internet articles about this.
I know, I
black
looked
girl.
it up. I was just like, oh my god, she did literally go up the stairs that one episode and just never came back.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we could just write her character out with no explanation.
Oh, I've got the explanation for that now.
Hmm.
They gave her to Bill Cosby.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
Cornelius Christ, Dave.
That's
Wholesome.
fucked.
That is
you
the
could have gone.
You know what
It
she-
would have been more tasteful if you said Tuxedo Mask came up to her room at night.
Oh god. Same shit.
more or less tasteful.
But
Wait.
the difference is that Tuxedo Mask,
Now-
they're both pieces of fiction.
Now we know who
It can't happen in real
now
life.
we know who can play Tuxedo Mask in the live-action movie.
Danny DeVito.
Do you know?
No, Bill Cosby.
Do you know what she actually does? That little girl.
The little black girl?
Yeah.
What's her name? We should probably refer to a name instead of little black girl as council of 3 white people and 1 half-white person.
I don't recall her name, but she did peepees in porn.
That's okay. I've known the porn is a legitimate business. Shaming porn actors is wrong.
No, I understand that. I was actually watching an interview with one. It was very interesting to see like what they were talking about and shit.
Yeah, it's a bit. There's probably a lot of technique, and
Did you know? Did you know that Girl on Girl is the cheapest paid one because it's easy for girls to fake with other girls?
you know, I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to change topics.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think we're still on the Sailor Moon topic about getting fucked.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, we can move on. That's fine. We can move on to our next section, Mailbag and Corrections. Friend of the show, Rowan, was going to send us a voicemail, but unfortunately, he was busy or preoccupied or something. I actually asked if he wanted to come on the show, but unfortunately, he's in Japan right now fighting giant hornets. So, I mean...
Well, then, he has no time for
He
this.
fights giant hornets day and night.
Like, what if he sees the same devastation that Pat and Wooly from Super Best Friends caused?
Maybe he does, but I'm pretty sure that devastation is dwarfed by the giant hornets that probably literally coat him every day he walks outside.
I wonder if people greet him by saying that he's in the glorious land of Nippon.
Oh, God. Well, they might, but then they'll quickly get, melted by giant hornet acid. Like,
that's the thing they don't show you in that Go-Go Nippon game.
Wait.
what the fuck?
I
don't even know what this game is, and I'm...
Go-Go Nippon, I saw it played on Steam Train, and it was like, it's one of those, like, little visual novel adventure things, / dating sim. But it comes with the side of actually looking around Japan's, like, sites.
Dave, I'm the worst host ever. You're in my basement this time. Would you like something to drink?
I'm good.
Okay.
This game sounds awful.
Yeah, during the podcast?
Like, what were we gonna do if he said yes?
I was gonna go get him a drink and you guys were gonna continue. Like, Christ, just...
You're just gonna hit the table. Oh, excuse me, guys.
Excuse me, you just hear a bunch of bumps. Okay, we'll edit this out. And you hear that part, too. So, anywho, Mailbag and Corrections. Rowan was not able to send us a message or join us, but he did send us a Facebook query. He says, you have to wipe one from existence forever, with no comparable alternative ever to come into existence. Avatar, Aang and Korra, or Chrono Trigger. Dave, answer the question.
I'm gonna say Avatar.
Oh? Explain.
Here's the thing. Avatar is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But Chrono Trigger has opened up way too many really good conversations on everything from time travel to how certain developers suck.
Writers. Let's be clear that Masato Kato...
Oh no, Square.
I suppose he has developed terrible fiction.
I just couldn't write Chrono Trigger out, seeing as, I will play that game every year forever.
So here's the thing. I looked at this, and originally I said Chrono Trigger, because as much as I like Chrono Trigger, A, it's overrated, and B, it leads to Chrono Cross. So that was going to be an easy choice.
2 strikes.
But then I read, with no comparable alternative ever to come into existence. Now, this is ambiguous. Does wiping Chrono Trigger out wipe out all time travel fiction?
That's what I was wondering.
Or does it wipe out Masato Kato games? Because if it's the latter, Chrono Trigger, goodbye Xenogears, goodbye Sands of Destruction, hello 18 hours of my life back.
Oh my god.
I finished Sands of Destruction.
Fucking Sands of
Destruction
was
is
terrible.
The worst. There was
Lord.
one good thing about Sands of Destruction when the main character transforms into his red hair Super Saiyan form at the beginning of every battle in the second half of the game. That was one cool 2-second piece of animation.
Nope.
That's it.
I'm going to disagree.
I like the little teddy bear who was gruff and he sounded like this. He was gonna kick you in the dick.
He's cool. Take him out of that game and put him in a Final Fantasy VI sequel.
Topi, I think that was his name.
That's his name, Topi.
You're both wrong. The best part was when the girl starved herself for 3 days.
Oh god,
so
she was gonna destroy the world because the world was so terrible.
Oh.
And then the pansy-ass main character who she hated is thought dead, so she stopped eating. Because Masato Kato doesn't know how to write.
Because then she's like, I was actually in love with him and so sad for 3 days.
Wow. This makes me very glad the anime just ended.
There was an anime?
There was an anime. Someone thought this was good enough to animate.
What? Yeah. You're fucking with me.
I think I've never seen it, but I think it ended like in the game where...
Even better yet, it animated better than Sailor Moon.
Oh, no.
And probably told a better story than Sailor Moon.
Now, if taking Chrono Trigger out of existence kills all time travel fiction, then I again
No.
take Chrono Trigger out of existence, because time travel fiction is cool but rarely done well. And I don't want to lose weird mystical Chinese mysticism mixed with like 20s gangsterism. I can't, and I love Zuko. We can't do it.
You know what though? That's hard because if it is all time travel, then it kind of mixes with some things with Avatar, because that means you don't have elemental people and whatever. So that means you don't even have Final Fantasy if you really want to see all the elements and
No,
shit
that's
like
true.
that.
The very first Final Fantasy was a time travel story.
Exactly.
However, it predated Chrono Trigger.
Doesn't matter. It says with no comparable alternatives.
Yeah, he said
okay.
ever to come into existence.
Okay,
Ever.
That means that literally you remember the wave of time that
Yes.
swallowed the X-Men when the Age of Apocalypse took over? It's literally traveling back in time right now.
Exactly.
I didn't
That's why
take
I'm like,
it like
no.
that.
Well, wait a minute. If you wipe out all time travel, do you wipe out this question?
Oh, God.
So that means they both can exist. That means I will choose Chrono Trigger.
No.
And then it cancels itself and Chrono Trigger stays?
Then this question was pointless.
Okay,
Question mark?
Rowan, we just can't cancel out your question.
Dave, you're right. We can totally cancel the question out.
Hold on. Somewhere in like the void of like the
Oh, right, there's a
eternal
void.
somewhere in the eternal void. Nice, by the way. Ultimisha is like, damn it.
Damn it, these stupid podcasters have foiled my plans. Ultimisha listens to us?
Well, because if time is compressed, then
I suppose she has no choice, does she?
Does she?
Ultimisha watches you masturbate because she has no choice.
What?
Rowan, I hope this answered your question.
I think it's very well.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you very much, Rowan. We have voicemails now. We have two from Meowth900, at Meowth900 on Twitter. She has voicemailed us before. And I'm a little disappointed in everyone else who hasn't been voicemailing us. So, you know, just get on it, please. Okay, let's listen to her first message.
This is answering Dave's question on why I like One Piece so much. The characters pretty much make One Piece it keeps me watching One Piece. Because in a lot of anime, characters are usually really terrible and burned into some archetype. And, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. You have the same archetype. You have your tsunderes, you have your idiots, you know? Anyways, the characters keep me watching One Piece. The pacing is terrible because everything's so slow. But the characters pretty much keep me watching One Piece. I mean, let's take Naruto, for example. Naruto has a whole bunch of characters, but the characters are all so not really cool. I mean, at one point in like the old series, they were okay, I suppose, but once Shippuden happened, it tried to be a really bad clone of Bleach. And then for some reason it got super popular, and then Bleach slowly started to die because I guess the writer kind of ran out of ideas. And now it's just like Naruto, Shippuden, and One Piece are the only two huge things going on. And I love One Piece, but hate Naruto Shippuden for like the same reasons you hate One Piece. So it's the characters that make me keep watching One Piece. They're all so much fun.
I had a ninja dream once, but then it ended.
She's making a good point, you know. She's just saying One Piece is just as dumb as any other show anybody likes. She's allowed to like it.
Oh, I'm not saying she's not allowed to like it. Just like I say that people should be allowed to like Steins Gate, but they're wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
people, if someone finds value and meaning in Steins Gate, as much as I despise that show, they're allowed.
Okay, Meowth, I don't understand in the least, because, quite frankly, you take a Bleach character, you take a One Piece character, and you take a Naruto character, stick them in a room, what have you got? A lot of dead air.
That's racist.
Dead Air and a Dragon Ball Z
Really?
battle.
No, but that's racist. It's not racist.
My
it's
next
whatever
thing is just pumping lava into that room to kill them all.
There's more efficient ways than lava.
Hurts more.
I don't know if it hurts at all. I think by the time the gases, like, knock them out, they're fine.
Or rather, it's like The Simpsons, where Bart was making a call to this one place that was like overrun with lava, and he's ringing, and then the guy just falls in. He was like, ah!
Why would he answer the phone? That's what I don't
Why
get.
was the phone ringing? Were you able to ring?
Yeah, it was in a pool of lava.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, no, One Piece is one of those series that for a long time I did read the manga. I probably got to about chapter 300. And then I finally scrolled at 301 and I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
if Luffy and Nami had crazy stretchy man sex, I would be all over that shit. Or Nami and that girl who can make hands appear everywhere, because that's just, like, I can't think of a more perfect way to have freaky deaky sex than that.
Why does it have to be about sex?
It's more about the romance, and the sex just comes. The sex is gravy.
You know who had sex? Naruto and his hot bitch.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, Naruto and Hinata married and sent their young one to House
Please.
Slytherin. Is that right?
They had two kids.
Please, let's not talk about the ending.
Wait.
My God.
Who did Sakura marry? And please don't say fucking Sasuke.
Of course it's not Sasuke. Because Sasuke ran off.
Yeah,
Sasuke ran off
Yeah, they had
like,
a
on
kid.
his hot wife?
No, he ran out after they had a kid, just like Shadow, saying, I have to train or be fucking retarded.
Wait,
No,
he has
asshole.
a kid with her?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh.
No, you don't have to train,
What?
asshole. Remember last time you trained, Naruto kicked the shit out of you.
He was a
Just be.
deadbeat dad.
Do you remember in Fruits Basket when Kyo was happy just having what's her face?
Toru?
Toru. Kyo and Toru were gonna live happily ever after, and he was okay with the fact that he'd never beat Rat Boy. What's Rat Boy's name? Yuki. Yeah, that he'd never beat Yuki because he realized it's much more important to have a hot wife.
And he even, he said, you know what? Before the curse was broken. This is huge spoilers, by the way.
Oh, there's spoiler. There's
Yeah.
a spoiler warning at the beginning. If you haven't watched Fruits Basket, or better yet, read the manga, the properly translated one, not the fan translations, they're pretty terrible. Don't listen to any of what you just listened to.
I'm not even done explaining, so you have to tell me what...
Oh, and don't listen to any of what you're about to listen to either.
Okay.
Skip ahead, 2 seconds. Go.
Okay.
Oh god, skip ahead more!
No, fuck, when, he was going to settle with just, being with her, he's like, oh, the curse will never be broken, but you know what, at least I get to live. Fuck, never mind that he actually got a chance to live without that retarded curse.
The curse that could have been broken any time by what's-her-face, the matriarch of the family, who should be sued by them.
No, she actually...
No, she wasn't what actually broke it.
She was...
yeah,
she didn't break
Akito.
it.
Yeah.
Akito didn't break it.
Didn't Akito
No.
just finally went, you know what, this curse is stupid, and broke it, and
No,
then had a giant
no,
lawsuit
No,
for pain and suffering?
It
No.
was wearing thin.
It was Toru's interactions with all of them, and then her actions with Akito weakened the curse, so at once one person's curse was broken,
They were
it was
all
kind of a
chain reaction.
chain effect.
They should just ask the Justice League to break the curse. I'm pretty sure they can.
Because she was also saying, since that curse has been there for so long, it was a matter of time before this was going to happen anyway.
I'm pretty sure that Zatanna can handle this curse.
She probably could
Probably.
have.
Because
She
Zatanna's
probably could
crazy.
have just...
She could have
Honestly,
said curse be gone backwards, and that's done.
And actually, Meowth, we haven't gone to your second voicemail yet, but if you haven't watched Fruit Basket yet, watch it.
But
just be aware that-
Here's the thing. That's a good show.
But
But
that's
recommending that kind of show, that might not even be her cup of tea.
That is true.
It's pretty sappy drama romance, and if she is going to watch it, she should read the manga, because the anime ends before the real shit happens.
I know.
The anime
I
leaves you
know.
with the impression that Yuki and Toru are an item, because they never got to the good, meaty Kyo stuff yet.
I know, right?
And Akito sounds like Ken from Digimon.
Yeah, everyone sounds like Ken from Digimon. That voice actor, and Vmon. The Vmon gets around, man.
Yeah, he's in Persona 4.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah, Digimon Try this year, man. I'm so excited. So
Are you?
excited.
Let's get to the second voicemail.
I'm actually a little scared. Okay, Meowth, let's listen to your
I'm
second one.
actually scared.
Dave, SAO, episode 1 had a super good premise, because it's kids being trapped in a video game, and if they die in the game, they die in real life. That sounds like it can be set up for an awesome action series. But then as I got further into the show just got weird pacing issues. There wasn't as much violence and depth as I would like. I mean, there was violence and death, but I didn't really feel much of anything. Especially since these characters all suck. But then, that aside, it was just like, oh, you could have been better than this. And then they tried to carry out a dumb love story, and who the fuck cares about love? I know I don't. I mean, they could have just had like one episode about love and then just carry out the action, but no, they had to focus on Kirito and Asuna are the lovers of SAO. Oh, they had a baby named Yui. Oh man, they're gonna have a family. Sure, let's not focus on getting out of the game and killing monsters. Let's just reproduce. Anyways, then Season 2 had much better storytelling, but I didn't like the characters in that arc either. I mean, you got the little sister who wants to sleep with her older brother. Who wants that in an anime? Not me. Not to me.
Okay, so Paul, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, online families don't count.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I said you shouldn't recommend something like Fruits Basket, because Meowth obviously doesn't care about that kind of show.
Yeah.
She sees Sword Art Online. People could die if they die in the game. She wants to see action, right? So, and that's the thing. Sword Art Online kind of betrayed her expectation. I am not bothered by weird incestuous sex slave relationships in my anime because I'm a freak.
That's
What
really
what
disturbing.
what worries me, and I haven't gotten past episode 2 yet, and I have to because you watched the whole thing after I told you to go ahead, and I have to even put out the anime review. That was the second one we made, and I still haven't put it out. I'm a little worried about all the other shit I read, but I don't want to hold judgment because there's so many torn impressions for that show.
There is an okay. I know I'm gonna get voicemails specifically on this from you, Meowth, but I gotta kind of call you out on this. Did you really watch much of the show?
Oh my god, she just said she did.
No, I'm gonna call her out on that because there's details there that she's 100% can't even be considered partially right on.
She hallucinated them?
This is why I'm asking, has she actually watched it?
Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna let you and her duke it out in whatever medium this happens.
And that's fine. I mean, two of your points there were wrong, and I will actually tweet. I'll get you on Twitter on it. I'm not gonna call it out here because I'm not gonna do that. But what?
Yes. I don't. Did you see Sword Art Online, Poe?
No, I'm not really that interested about it.
The first episode is awesome, and then stop there.
Yeah, I just still see it as a player 2.hack.
Player 2.hack. That is funny in very ironic ways. So, unless we have more mailbag and corrections to get to, there is one correction. In a past podcast, I used the term serialized wrong. Hang on. Serialized means like a canonical arc in a story, and I used it to describe a show that isn't that. I think we were talking about Mushishi when I said that.
Yes.
Or something like that. So my mistake, I actually knew that. I'm not sure why I said that episode.
Maybe you were drunk.
I might have been drunk.
I'm actually very curious, Meowth. Did you watch the show subtitled, or did you watch it dubbed?
Oh my god.
No, I'm very curious.
It's just, that's the thing. Like, I'm surprised we haven't got people coming to us going, of course you hated Steins Gate. You saw it dubbed. If you watched the sub, you would have understood. Because you know there are people like that. And I know you didn't mean that, but when you said that, I was like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Not at all what I'm talking about there. I've actually watched it subbed and dubbed. I've also, I didn't want to put you through it, but I have watched episode 1 and 2 of Steins Gate subbed. And it is just as stupid subtitled.
Does she still sing the stupid chicken tender song? No, that was episode 3. Don't go check. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
But chicken tenders taste best when you eat them with friends.
Stop it!
I'll find it for you, Carlos.
You'll send it to him through voicemail.
Yeah.
Please no. Please no.
Anyway, yeah, no, you like One Piece, that's fine. It drove me freaking nuts.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm gonna be the best pirate ever.
Ya yo, ya yo.
And I've watched that subbed and dubbed, and just no.
What about at the same time? So our next section, what you do, Dave and Carlos and friends catch up. Everybody, what you do.
I've actually been playing Shining Force. I finished Shining Force 1 for Genesis. It was pretty cool. And I'm starting through Shining Force 2. I'm hoping to get that done soon, because I really wanted to play the later ones. I saw ads in Phantasy Star Online 2, because there's little TVs where they actually show ads of their other games and stuff. But I know they don't come out here, so I'm gonna have to find the translation patch.
Yeah, here's a bit of a spoiler for you.
They
all suck past 2.
No!
Unfortunately, Shining Force pretty much ended as a good kind of strategy game series. As of 2, there was part 3 on the Sega Saturn?
I think it's Sega Saturn.
But it was...
Are there even emulators of that? Not that... I just asked out of curiosity, because you got a Saturn ready to play it legit. Wink!
Uh-huh. Yeah, you mean up to 25 copies of the game that were actually made in the world?
Yeah, we have it.
Uh-huh.
We have one right here. In my dick.
Small size, yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm hoping they're fine, because I was told to compare them to Fire Emblem, and I've only played the one with Marth, the remake, Shadow Dragon, whatever it's called.
And they actually did Shining Force games that were more of a hack and slash. Those all sucked.
There's a Shining Force 2D fighter coming out here.
Yay.
More 2D fighters are a good thing, right?
However, Shining Force 2 I thought was the better of the two, especially with the character interactions.
I really liked the characters.
Yeah.
In so far, I like the look on the characters in the first game so far. I think they look cooler than the second game. Like the Max looks cooler than Bowie so far. I haven't upgraded him, so I don't know what he looks like when he's a hero. But I shall find out. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Po, you've been quiet for a while. Tell us what you do.
Well, for me, I've been I've been doing a lot of Warlords of Draenor, just 5 different horde alts, and also playing with my other friend from the States, from Missouri, on my
you call up Missouri?
Yes, I did call it Missouri with my only alliance alt, and just dicking around in the garrisons just really gets you a lot of shit done, even if you have alts with multiple professions and the stuff.
Hey, speaking of getting shit done, I need your help to finish crafting Shadowmourne. Because there's some shit you can't solo, because you literally need someone else to keep a boss distracted, or you kill them too fast. And I want a legendary item, damn it.
True, I'm thinking
you just need to tank a guy who can't possibly kill you, while I turn into an abomination, drink a slime, and then kill him with Shadow's Edge.
The only downside is that my only alliance guy isn't a tank.
It doesn't matter. It's ice cream. Is your alliance guy level 100? You can tank him with your face.
Just fucking stand there.
Old dungeons are impossible to lose unless there's a buff that insta-kills you.
Yeah, kind of like Chimeron and Blackwing Descent. I can't kill him like that. No, because of this whole... he can't kill you as long as you have a certain amount of health, but once you drop down that health, you just die, and I can't kill him that fast yet.
Nothing even hurts me in old raids anymore.
The only thing that actually ends up hurting you these days is mechanics.
Yeah, that's it. Weird mechanics that hit you for a percentage of health are the only thing that hurts you in the old dungeons.
Or the Lich King throwing you off the cliff.
Okay, I told you I didn't know about that.
Hey, I told you, I got nailed by it twice too.
You got thrown off a cliff?
Yeah, he'll summon he'll summon an ad.
By the Bitch King.
Yeah, he'll summon an ad that grabs you, and if you can't kill that ad in time, the ad will just throw you off.
And it's a bottomless Sega pit.
Oh, so I would get thrown off.
So it's instant death. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the Lich King can't actually hurt me. I die.
But if it was me playing, I would have already been in the pit.
You might have fallen through the floor.
Yep.
In old raids, when Ice Crown was, the high end, whenever it was a wipe, I would just be like, what was that line? Oh yes, I'll die on my terms, and I just willingly jump off the side if I know it's a wipe.
At one point, he tried to fling me off, and I tried gliding, but you can't use a glider in boss encounters.
Nope.
Or I would have just glided back on, and he would have been like, "What the fuck?
There's some bullshit."
As for me...
Oh, hold on.
Sorry,
I
continue.
wasn't finished yet. So,
I'm sorry!
As for me, I was also playing other games here and there, playing a little Binding of Isaac Rebirth on Steam, which animates and runs a lot more smoothly than the original did, because it's not flash animation, it's like sprite work, pixel art, sprite and pixel, all that stuff. Playing a good chunk of Persona Q, taking a break from it because I'm at the third dungeon, and Persona Q, as a friend of the show Richie often explains, it's plays more like an Etrian Odyssey game than it does Persona, and if you're not careful or prepared, even an encounter which if you may have beaten several times over, if you're unlucky, it will murder your ass. And thank goodness I'm not playing on the highest difficulty, where not only are the enemies even harder than on hard difficulty, but Persona 3 and 4 rules where if the main character dies, it's game over. And my main character has already died multiple times. Thankfully, the other guys are just there trying to keep me from being a useless hunk of meat on the field. And finally, I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors. A lot of Hyrule Warriors.
Dave's also been playing Hyrule Warriors.
I'm actually starting going through the middle of the Master Quest map, and I logged every single square on the adventure map. And Carlos, you need to start upgrading your guys.
Okay, I'll get right on it.
Well, when you get there.
Right after he plays turn 3 of Civilization.
I've done my third turn. It's the fourth turn I haven't done yet.
Sorry.
I'm sticking to one turn a year, except last year I forgot to play a turn. It's a turn-based strategy game. I was only playing one turn a year.
Are you serious? How?
Yeah.
Because he's retarded.
I load my save, I play a turn. Okay, I've had enough, save, quit.
Which game is this?
Civilization. Build a civilization. Take over a planet.
So you're...
It's a turn-based strategy.
So has David been waiting for you to make a turn?
Oh, I'm not playing...
Oh, no, I would never play a game with Carlos.
Okay.
This isn't chess. Thank God.
It's like a silent, deadly game of Battleship.
Yeah, that takes 4 years. I've only
which
been...
which works out in real life as well. You think Battleship gets their turns done in a second?
I've been doing Warlords of Draenor stuff myself until my subscription lapses. I think WoW is finally getting out of my system again. I've been rekindling my love for PS4 Diablo 3, playing the new patch, tweaking my Fire Wizard build to be even tankier than before. Thanks to some gifts I got, I have a 45% chance to block any attack, and that block has a really high chance to freeze whoever tried to attack me. In addition to my really high health and the defenses, I don't have to move out of danger. I can tank most of it. As a wizard, it's pretty fun. Only problem is I don't kill things fast at all. It's terribly slow killing things. I'm going to try dialing up the difficulty and losing some of the defense for attack to make the game a little more exciting. And there are some time challenges that I would just fail at because of my build, even though I'd never die, so I need to consider that as well. Otherwise, I've been writing and reading and keeping busy in other ways, so I haven't gotten to my game backlog. I have gotten to my book backlog quite a bit. I'm reading Dirty Wars, a non-fiction book about America's horrible, dirty wars around the world. It's a very sobering read, an enjoyable but kind of cathartic read. That's what I've been doing.
On my side, I've been playing a metric ton of games, a whole bunch of games on the Wii U. Everything from Mario 3D World, Hyrule Warriors, Mario Kart, a little bit of Smash Brothers when people are over. This War of Mine I've been playing. Guild Wars 2. WoW's been deactivated. On PS4, it's Binding of Isaac and Diablo 3, as well as the couple of the new games they gave me on PS4, like the expansion to Infamous 2. Infamous
First Light.
Infamous First Light. SAO on PlayStation Vita on my PS Vita TV, finally being the first game to actually get some use out of that damn piece of shit.
You got that TV shit?
Yep.
Why?
'Cause I thought it would do more than it does. You know, they promised they were going to make more games compatible, and then said, oh, it's the publisher's, decision / responsibility to do it.
Can the PlayStation TV play Japanese Vita games?
No.
So you're not playing the Yuki Yuna game coming out then, I guess.
Nope.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's a shame.
Oh, and talking about WoW, just one last thing. So, I found a character whose name was stupider than Battle Claw.
Oh, what was it?
I believe it was Fight Fist.
I'm gonna smack your brother now.
Welcome to chat. Aye. Nicely done.
Stupider than Battle Claw.
Well, it is. Ironhide, Battle Claw. Get out there and stop Megatron. It doesn't beat that FF11 paladin I saw named Gizzard Puke. I still think he plays.
What about that one you saw called Stump Grinder?
I think his name had to get banned because I didn't see him much longer past that.
Really? Why would...
That was on WoW, though. Stump Grinder was on WoW.
So what?
He grinds stumps.
So what?
I had to rename my character on Guild Wars 2 Sporb One Nut.
Okay, I can see that.
I think that's why.
Stump Grinder, I don't see the reason to ban.
Well,
Grinding.
Well, we're already on Games Talk, so our next section is Time Jumps and Fist Bumps, which is our game section. Before we talk about the topics here, a topic I forgot to add, Awesome Games Done Quick.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great event this year.
Yes.
I saw a bunch of the speedruns, and Po, you too.
Yeah.
I missed, everything. I have to go back.
Yeah, go back and watch it. It's good stuff.
I didn't know you could speedrun Animal Crossing.
Yes, you can. I didn't know you could corrupt Mario World so bad that you can program Mario 1 in Mario World on a cartridge on a Super Nintendo.
That was impressive.
It's pretty impressive. What else? There were great. There were some world records set on stream, which is always nice to see.
This sounded exciting.
It was good. You should watch the Sonic Adventure 2 run, man. That was a pretty good run. And even though I hate Sonic Advance 2, the run they had was so fun to watch, because this guy who ran it was a fucking wizard. I didn't think he was real. I thought he was a robot. That's how good the run was.
It was cool to see all the Mega Man races that was there.
Yeah, the races were fun. Dave, you and I saw the Symphony of the Night race.
Oh, yeah, that was intense.
Mega Man,
I saw
the Mega
a
Man
portion of
1
that
race?
Yeah, Mega Man 1 race. Say again.
I saw a portion of the,
Symphony of the
Castle.
Night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun race.
Or
to watch.
Tetris?
The Grandmaster, to see
Wow.
people set pieces that fast because they have to, and they still don't beat the game because it's that hard. Po, you were saying?
Well, first of all, I was like, well, I actually get to see what this fucking Tetris Grandmaster series looks like, and holy shit, I can't even describe it.
And you can't cheese that game by rotating. You can't
No.
do the rotate trick on it.
And secondly, anytime there was a race, even though it looked like one person had a clear advantage in just that one separate frame, making all the difference.
Yep.
But then again, it could either go to when they did the Yoshi's Island race, where one guy was just ahead by another guy by a few seconds, and then his progress gets interrupted immediately because he got the bonus game.
Yeah, and then they played the accordion, the bonus game theme.
Oh, yeah, the accordion challenge.
Yeah, that was great. Did you see the one where that guy ran a few Yoshi's Island levels blindfolded?
Yes.
Including the World 6 secret level?
I don't recall the World 6 secret level. I saw him try to run the Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy.
Yeah, he did Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy blindfolded. Those fuzzies spawned randomly.
So how did he do it?
I don't know, but he did. He didn't 100% it, but he certainly did it.
Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, Awesome Games Done Quick. Hope everybody saw and donated if they could. It was good stuff. The new Nintendo 3DS is finally coming to North America, but only its XL size, and it has no power adapter, apparently.
For what I saw, it's like a power adapter you can use a power adapter from one of the other cons, one of the other...
Basically anything from Game Boy Advance up.
I have a better idea. Why don't they just include the fucking adapter? So I don't have to pilfer one from another system.
But it's then you don't.
Unless this is assuming that you already have a 3DS and then
Doesn't
you're gonna
matter.
shell out.
Yeah, but
for a
what
new
if
3DS.
I'm not gonna keep my old 3DS when I have the new one. I'm gonna do the system transfer, and then I'm gonna give the old one to somebody. Probably, somebody here. So I mean, I don't want to give them one with no AC adapter. That's lame.
It is, and the AC adapter will cost $25.
Then I'm gonna buy one so that I can give my old one away functional.
Yeah,
it-
right? That's ridiculous.
This shit may work in Japan, but I was pretty sure the last time they tried this, they had to come back and say, no, we're giving an AC adapter, because I'm pretty sure there's an actual law down in the States that states when you give an electronic device that has a built-in rechargeable battery that you cannot replace with regular batteries, you must supply the AC adapter with it. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna run into the exact same problem they did the last time.
Well,
It's
I
still
hope you're right.
bullshit.
I hope you're right.
However, I'm not buying one. Fuck Nintendo.
I'm buying one.
Why?
No.
It has games on it I want, like the Xenoblade release. I wanted to play Xenoblade forever. It has better 3D apparently, because I stopped using the 3D function on mine because it was starting to give me a headache anytime I did, but I would still like to see 3D on the damn thing. Most games use it pretty well.
And a bunch of new games only work well on the 3D on the new 3DS.
Yep, there's that as well.
And it has amiibo support.
Yeah, that's not happening. That part will not be used.
You know, I actually looked up today whether there was a device that could fake being an amiibo.
Yeah, is there?
No.
So I can't put my anus right up to the amiibo reader? Give me a level 4 Carlos, and then chastise me for my lack of hygiene? I'm just kidding, I keep my anus spotless. Do you want to see, Dave?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Alright. Just make sure that, I'm not going to offer you this again.
Die.
Tingle's coming to Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
Why?
speaking of asses.
Why? Then to
I-
explain why is somebody.
The Tingle's only coming because it's in correlation with the Majora's Mask release on the 3DS, so for Hyrule Warriors, we got a Majora's Mask set.
Why didn't they put in Fierce Deity Link?
It did, kind of.
Because they also put in Young Link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what pisses me off.
here's the thing. In Japan, these
I
were all
understand.
separate. Bringing it to North America, they knew nobody wanted or was going to buy Tingle on his own.
Correct.
Therefore, they bundled it so that we'd all know the horror of having Tingle in our games.
He does look kind
That's
of
fucked up.
detailed.
I don't want to see Tingle's cock.
Well, now you have
Look,
to.
I'm gonna be open
He
and say
attacks with his balloon.
I'm gonna be open and say there are some cocks I want to see. Tingle's is not one of them.
Fierce Deity Links is.
Yeah, what kind of cock does that motherfucker? Is it helix shaped like the sword?
You know he's in the game, right?
Yeah, you just told me it was. Does he have a helix cock?
People, please
Well-
save
I
me.
haven't seen it. I don't know.
Well, from what I saw, with Young
you
Link...
saw his cock.
Don't. Let's not
Poe,
feed this.
describe in detail the
No.
helix cock. Where are the veins?
Does he have one ball or two?
You know, the actual Majora mask kind of looks like testicles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is the bean bigger than the Frank?
Nice reference to...
Th-
There's something about
Does he have gray pubic hair? Like he has gray hair?
He has silver hair. It's not gray.
Sorry, silver pubes.
But then you have to think about that, even though it's all Fierce Deity stuff, that's still Young Link.
I'm assuming he would trim that shit.
I'm not doing it in a pervert Shota way. I just want to know what this boy's cock looks like.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going
God.
there.
But
Moving on.
no, hold on. Before we move on, back to Link's cock here for a second.
Of course
I-
you would say it.
No, listen. In Ocarina of Time.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. No, in Ocarina of Time, you could say the same thing. Like when he was in the future, he was 17 years old and stuff. But from what Poe's saying, he's still a kid. Well, not
with the thing is
really,
that
so,
with the
No,
majority...
hold up. With the Fierce Deity Link, he's a fucking man.
Yeah,
So
only
every time
because he slipped the mask on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. That means he becomes an adult briefly. Does he not?
Are
But
you
with the
saying...
Ocarina of Time, he actually time travels. His body physically ages forward. If that Link, in theory, put on the Fierce Deity mask, he would probably be able to use Superman as his toilet paper.
What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm talking about age, you dip. Shit.
I kind of lost track with what was being talked about. I heard Superman being used as toilet paper.
I'm just.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're
I'm
stabbing
toting
us
you
up
all
with a
out.
cock.
But Dave's right. We should continue this another time because there's much more important things to talk about.
My brain actually went and started listening to Steins Gate to try and drone you guys out.
Like the Zelda when she turns into Sheik. Like, I know modern models of Sheik look very feminine, but I mean originally the idea was that Sheik was male and Zelda was magically transforming into a dude. So what kind of cock she got?
And that's totally incorrect,
No,
actually.
I think she didn't really have one. It's kind of like in
She
Dogma
didn't.
where the male angels didn't have anything.
No, and
Oh yeah, they didn't either.
it was
the female angels neither.
it was through magic that she did that, and she was still very much female.
So she was a cunt boy.
No,
You know what she could have done? She could have, to disguise her thing, she could have made it look like
Or
there's a
padding.
giant bulge.
It's
but
all
there was nothing
padding.
there.
Padding.
Padding, there you go.
Dave, aren't you glad you came today?
no, no, I'm not.
I'm glad that fucking Dave-Sempai notices me.
Yay! I hope Dave
Yay!
Senpai notices me. This is our anime
God, I
section.
hate this topic.
We have one thing written here, and that's let's all wax poetic on how fucking terrible and disappointing Sailor Moon Crystal is.
So first,
Yes,
can we
this
first
is the
talk
moment
about
I've
what
been waiting
animes we've been
for.
watching?
I suppose we can. So Dave and I have been trying to catch up on our fall 2014 stuff.
As well as summer and spring of 2014 that we had started.
Yeah, you started and I joined in on a couple shows, including a magical girl show, which is pretty typical magical girl stuff, except the whole cast is dudes. Which was played a little too on the nose. For
Oh,
my
you're
taste.
talking winter 2020.
I don't
15.
I don't actually care when they came out. I don't actually care at all.
Shove it.
Okay. Well, we've been watching Amagi Brilliant Park, and it has stayed really good.
Maggie Brilliant Park is definitely one of the highlights of the 2014 fall season.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And otherwise, Sailor Moon Crystal,
Ugh.
Oreno Twin Tail, which remains awesome.
Yep.
I've been desperately scouring Twitter for Yuki Yuna Yuri pictures, and
Of course you have.
there's surprisingly few pictures, but they exist.
Ugh.
Yep. Poe, what the hell you been watching?
I've been really like
You
all
say
up in
One
Tribe-
Piece and I kill you.
No, I've been all up watching Tribe Cool Crew.
That's a good show. We need to go back and watch Tribe Cool Crew. We've only seen the first 3 episodes of it.
Look, we're finishing sets and then we're going on to
No,
other shows.
I told you, we're not shotgunning sets again.
Oh, I'm being emo because I can't handle watching a whole bunch of episodes at once. It might hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that's right. Also,
Grow up.
I'm not gonna... if you honestly intend us to not watch anything until we're done
No.
one series, I will punch you right in the cunt, boy.
Anyway,
So yeah, Tribe Cool Crew, Poe. Continue.
Tribe Cool Crew. Also been catching up. Also, like, been right on watching season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, we've got to finish season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul, Dave.
And that was pretty much it. Oh, and Sailor Moon Crystal as well.
How about you, Newsy?
You been watching anime?
No, actually. After Sailor Moon Crystal, I'm done. That was just
Done watching anime?
No.
Or Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Sailor Moon.
It was
Sailor Moon.
episode 13 that did it.
I.
Yeah,
oh my God.
you didn't even watch 14. You missed the part where Sailor Moon fired a laser at Queen Metalia, it didn't work, and then the laser got bigger and it did work.
What?
No, gotta get you gotta get it right. She fired the laser, then she prayed, then it got bigger.
Right.
And then she died at one quarter of the episode.
And Tuxedo Mask is Toph now. He can touch the earth and echolocate anybody.
Yeah, it's
Are
like
you
it
serious?
Yes.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. It's like I could see a vision through his hand, and his hand was on the ground, as he saw
That's
like,
what
ruined...
you meant? I thought you
Yeah.
were just saying some fucking shit.
Because he was like, it was showing, she was seeing visions of like ruined cities, like I think it was Smallville.
He was looking for the Sailor Scouts.
Yeah, it was like Smallville because it was like rolling hills and a farmhouse. And then
What's
she
with
found
Superman tonight?
As if Queen Metalia has a chance against Superman.
and
She's
then
magic.
Who cares? So is Shazam.
and then
Why doesn't Queen Metalia shut the fuck up?
and then it ends, she finally sees her friends dead on the ground after getting bodied so hard.
Yeah, and
So-
bodied by their terrible role in the show is
Yeah.
what bodied them.
Hey, was Queen Metalia still just some purple shit?
Yep.
She did talk about, yeah.
So she did not have a physical form.
No.
No.
Fucking retarded. Oh my god, I could go on a rant about how fucking bad this show is.
The Four
Well-
Kings can't survive, even though they were left alive for a cool fight scene that never happened.
That's
And
what...
they didn't leave them alive because they're not as pretty as Darien. Fuck this show.
Even though they're way prettier than Darien.
Sorry, Sailor Moon. Sorry, Sailor Scouts. You guys don't get to have your resurrected loves. Sailor Moon gets to have hers, though.
Yeah.
But be
Yeah.
friendly and protect her, you pieces of shit.
Right?
And
Douchebags.
all you can all you can pray for now is the fact that Malachite and friends are now a giant collective crater in the North Pole.
No, it's stupid.
I didn't want them to become a creator.
Exactly. I wanted them to be alive. I wanted them to
But it's
do
not,
something different. Why did they have to die? Especially the cheapest, like,
it's
fucking,
just like
my
it's
planet
like-
needs me kind of death.
it's like Venus, Malachite, boom, dead.
Why wasn't the beam wider to just kill all the scouts? So then that they couldn't be useless again and send all their power to Sailor Moon.
It's not like they were gonna
Who probably
live anyway.
Sailor Moon was probably gonna win anyway, so I
Yeah.
mean
So dumb.
that
Oh
show
my
had
God.
such promise to begin with, and despite the bad animation had good ideas. I like how Serena was so beloved by all of them. I think that brings them together nicely. I like that they showed a little bit more of the character traits of the girls in their first episodes. Too bad there were no episodes to flesh that shit out later.
Yeah, and you know what pissed me off? When they tried to make it seem like, oh yeah, the girls had interaction with Sailor Moon. Remember?
They
like
just flash
the-
back to the original episode.
Yeah, they
origin
flash back
episodes.
for the one sentence that she said to them.
Remember the
like,
one time she
really?
had like this lesbian crush on Sailor Mars that they never talked about again? Fuck
and
me, man.
Sailor Mars had a lesbian crush back.
Yeah, fuck me. I was.
See,
Oh
that's
my
why.
god.
That's why I'm like, I thought they were gonna do something different. Not only with like, if they were going to do something with the lesbianism or whatever, that's fine.
The manga even has stuff like that. And then there's canon lesbian Rini. We'll talk about
She's
Pegasus.
not a.
She's a canon lesbian.
No,
she
she's
and
not.
Sailor Saturn are an item.
No,
She
she's
and
not.
Sailor
She's
Saturn.
in
they're
love with
not.
the fucking
No, the
Pegasus.
Pegasus is a piece
We'll,
of shit.
we'll
No,
get to the
he's
Pegasus
fine.
later, but
There's
first
nothing
of
wrong
all,
with the Pegasus. There's everything wrong with her father.
her father is where she got that from.
Where God,
the stupid Pegasus can lick my balls.
you know
Hey,
what?
Pegasus! Lick my fucking balls!
You wing horse douchebag.
I don't understand how this reboot went so wrong.
It's like, it was because it was trying to follow the manga 1-to-1.
No.
That's the problem.
But even then, they didn't.
People were complaining because, the 90s cartoon isn't like the manga at all. But now this show's out, it's like, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with the manga doing the 1-1 ratio thing.
But that's just the problem, though. Is even for doing a manga adaptation of 1-to-1, they didn't. They still failed on all the growth of all the Sailor Scouts.
It's just...
It's like they went through the manga and they're like, okay, well, this doesn't have Serena and Darien, so, sorry, Usagi and Mamoru, gone. Okay, well, we're down to 4 chapters in this 10-chapter first book. Okay, let's the next one. Gone. It just... How Toei actually... Did they give them a shoestring budget as well? I'm watching anime that is upwards of 10 to 15 years old and it looks better.
Yuki Yuna's punch animates better than that whole show.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That first episode where she punched the guy as she transformed
had more frames of animation than 3 or 4 whole episodes of Sailor Moon Crystal.
A single fight in a Moggy Brilliant Park where she pulls her gun has more animation than an episode of Sailor Moon Crystal.
And that's a drama series.
Yeah. Moffle has more frame animations than...
That Magical Girl show with all the dudes has better transformation scenes than Sailor Moon Crystal.
I couldn't believe it.
So, folks, just FYI, we're just taking care of something here in the house. Kiki will be right back. She has more to say about Sailor Moon Crystal.
Personally, I think what I would have done to make Sailor Moon Crystal better, I don't know why they're doing this whole releasing it bi-weekly for, like 2 Saturdays a month.
Twice a month or bi-weekly for quality concerns.
Yeah, what quality concerns? If I was in charge of Crystal, like, I'd try to incorporate both. Like, I wouldn't mind putting in, like, a couple of filler episodes, just like, build the relationships and between the Scouts and Sailor Moon, all that. I know this is probably might be nostalgic for the 90s.
That wouldn't be filler, though. That would be material.
Exactly. That's something that they can build off of. What was I ranting about? How bad the show was?
Yeah.
Oh, like...
wasting keeping
the generals alive. Like, okay, you thought they were gonna have a cool battle and stuff. They didn't. They just kind of went pew 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 pew.
They stood in place and sniped at them, which is strategically the correct thing to do, but it doesn't exactly make for good television.
Especially since we saw that Zoisite had fucking kicks and shit, chokeholds, and he didn't give a fuck.
Zoisite had dive kicks for days and didn't do one dive kick.
And Malachite could freeze a city in an instant.
Like, you think that this was going to be an awesome fucking fight. You thought the fight was going to be at least 1 episode. But no, it's like they're stripped for time. They're like, okay, what do we not need? We don't need any of the girls, even though the title song contradicts everything that they're trying to relay a message for. And let's focus on the love story, which is the worst love story. Like, okay, here's another thing. The one episode I missed, besides this last one, was apparently the one where she saw her past self. The title and the song and everything contradicts what they're trying to relay. And I'm just like, they'll talk about, oh, girl power, and, we don't need a man, and we're tough and stuff. And the episode that I missed, where apparently she went and saw her past self and stuff, from what I was told and what I read from that episode, she literally had said, I am not going to let this happen again. I'm going to change that because I don't want to be some tragic fucking princess. Whatever. Like, I don't want to be a girl who's all like, I can't live without my love and stab myself and blah, blah, blah. But that's exactly what she fucking does. She's like, oh, is this what we're doomed to be? Instead of trying to think outside of the box, she's like, well, then I must just kill the both of us. Are you for fucking real?
Darien could have died a heroic death, and then he'd be gone, and I'd be happy.
And not only that, like, she slashed him to stab herself, and she's like, oh, his watch to protect me. Since when, bitch? That sword was way into your body.
Yeah. His adamantium watch.
I commented on it, that the fact that it was actually buried past that little ornament that is like a third down the blade. You can't see it. It's like, but then again, that
sword was grazing her spine.
That sword, every other frame changed. It had the ornament. It didn't have the ornament. It was shaped different. It's like, guys, at least, I know you say you're going to fix this for the DVD release version, but
like, are you serious, though?
Like, seriously? They should have just gotten Rob Liefeld to animate this show. If they were going to make it terrible, they could have at least made me feel good like Rob Liefeld art does.
And on the other end, there was Sailor Moon slashing at Mind Control Tuxedo Mask. You thought he was going to die. But no, the gems that represented his 4 guards tanked all those hits. And then
somehow, then that's when their soul actually died? Yeah. What do you mean? What are you talking about? So Darien was a sick fucking was holding their souls in his pocket? Are you serious?
I don't think it was souls. I think it was just gems representing what
No, because the ghosts came out and they said it was good to see you one last time. No. Fuck that.
Okay, but and I don't believe I'm defending them on this.
Me neither.
Darian, fuck you. Darian had been holding those 4 gems since like episode 2.
I didn't see the fucking gems.
And he didn't know why. He even had books on the gems, and it came up a couple times during the whole thing of what each gem meant and everything else on TV. He had those gems on him at all times.
Okay, fine. But what about the souls?
Bullshit.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, she resurrected her friends. Why didn't she resurrect the 4 kings?
I was just about to say that. That. What you couldn't? How could you not? Like, the other people resurrected. Are you fucking with me? It's just so stupid. It's like, and it's exactly what you said. You know what? We know it's gonna be about Rini, Serena, and Darian some more. Why not bring back the 4 fucking kings? Let them get their snoo on. And you can just see them fucking having tea and biscuits every now and then. And you don't even have to talk about them anymore, because then it's not like the Sailor Scouts are going to be talked about anyway. So in the background, you can see fucking Jupiter fucking Zoisite or something. And you can see them, like, playing arcade games or something. I don't know how cool that would be.
Actually, Zoisite paired with Mercury, but point taken. Like...
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Also, I think Malachite should have gotten a job at the arcade.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Playing video games together.
I am sick and tired of all these people saying how much I sound like Ragnar the Blood Edge or Garrosh Hellscream when I'm angry.
But, oh my god, like, it gets me so mad because I know it's been said before, there was potential, blah, 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 but I mean, like, they just executed everything so poorly, and the original series, this is getting onto what they're talking about now. The original series, when I first saw Rini, in all honesty, I really liked her. Honest to God, I really did. I thought it was really cool having this little girl claim as your kid, and then she find out that she's evil and whatever.
I actually still like season 2 in its entirety. I like that Rini was there, that that's where Serena started to grow as a character and as a human being and started becoming more of a leader role, because she saw that she had this destiny and everything else. And by the end of season 2, mid-season 3, Serena was actually a pretty good character within her own right as far as power and ability.
Yeah.
And it was Rini that led her to that through the things that she got put through on that.
I think the issue, though, is that Rini was not a bad character in the original show. It's just too much of the show focused on her.
Yeah,
Rini was fine, especially when she came back older and interacted with the then mind-controlled Haruka, who became Sailor Saturn. That was like the best season of the show. That season was legitimately frightening, actually.
I actually missed that season.
I recommend watching it. Season 3, with the Sovereign of Silence and the evil professor and Haruka being tortured by him. It's dark and grim, man.
Mm-hmm.
What? But it always confused me how, in the end, Sailor Saturn would always just revert back to a baby when she's no longer needed.
Yeah, that's got to be inconvenient.
We're also...
careful. She's right behind you, sniffing the back of your head. We have a puppy here who is very slowly realizing that Dave isn't evil, and she's smelling him. No, she's back. She's going back to nap. Okay.
Yeah, and there were reasons for that, because she was abused by her professor dad, and they did that who was being controlled, to reset.
Who was being controlled by so much evil, and they were going to destroy, like, the whole, like, existence. It was scary. And Sailor Moon really stepped it up that season.
Yeah, and what was supposed to happen there is, she went back to being a baby, but she was supposed to, age very quickly to back up to her regular age.
And be Rini's canon partner until stupid Pegasus ruined everything.
See, I have season 4 and season 5. I've never watched them.
What about the Doomtree Saga?
What
I remember from the Doomtree Saga is there was a double line where this lady says to Sailor Mars, "Your regular fire is no match for my ice fire." And the good friend of mine started laughing and shamed me into liking Sailor Moon. And then we got into a big argument. And,
here's the thing.
It was blue.
The Doomtree was a good way to bring their memories back before Rini came along. That was, the very beginning of season 2. And the Doomtree, as bad as it was, is still head over heels better than Crystal.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It's way better.
They
It
had-
sucked.
they-
That was the
It had the
season-
Moonlight
That was
Night.
with Moonlight Night. I was
Yeah.
about to say that.
Well, I think we're about ready to cross over to the Shitlord Saga.
Yeah,
And
we
I
might as well since
think
it's
We've
exactly the
already
same topic.
transferred over.
Okay, this is the Shitlord Saga where we talk about shitlords. We have a list of shitlords here that I populated into this list. And any other shitlords people come up with, we can add them. They don't need to be Sailor Moon related. Here's our current list of shitlords today. New Tuxedo Mask, Old Tuxedo Mask, All Tuxedo Masks, that stupid Pegasus that stalks Rini, and the Guardians of Oa. Again, can you tell I wrote this list? So let's talk about New Tuxedo Mask and what a shitlord he is.
We already did.
He's a sexual offender. He's a sexual predator.
Oh, he apparently, from what Poe told me,
Oh yeah, from the current
kissed
episode.
her again unconscious.
Okay, you know what? Dave and I watched this today and recorded an anime review for it. In defense,
No,
he thought
Yeah,
she
no.
was dead and honestly thought that would bring her back.
no, you know what? No.
No. When he did
No.
it the first time, he was just being a creep. Here, he legitimately thought it would help. This is the one time I will defend this sack of shit. It's like when you do CPR.
But I told Poe, when you're not kissing the person when you're doing CPR, you're actually blowing into their mouth.
Yeah, but he's all mystical and shit. I don't fucking know.
Oh, he's tough.
Why am I defending him? You're right. He's a shitlord.
Thank you.
He's a sexual predator.
An asshole.
He's an asshole. He sniffs her handkerchief and then gave it back to her. I'm assuming he didn't clean it.
No, he didn't give it back. He kept it.
No,
he
in the
gave it
end, he gave it back.
Oh, he did?
In this episode,
Yeah.
he gave it back, and Serena apparently knows an adamantium watch shop and got his watch fixed. The whole show's about him when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, absolutely it is, and that pisses me off.
He's a tall, lanky piece of crap. He blows away in the wind very easily. Can't resist a little bit of mind control.
He doesn't even fight it! That's the thing!
He's not even that handsome.
Neither did Jupiter.
He kidnapped Sailor Moon. Kidnapped her.
Mhm.
Watched her sleep.
Oh, he saw Sailor Jupiter and didn't call for help properly.
No, he instead basically muscled his way into a 14-year-old girl's bedroom when she was sleeping in pajamas.
I'm sorry, I know when we first saw that, you said, well, maybe he didn't know what to do. I'm like, wouldn't your first reaction be like, let go of her?
Not like
Or try to punch the guy or pull her away?
Or go-
Nothing?
go get Sailor Moon, knock on the window, be like, I'm sorry, this is really creepy, but I know you're Sailor Moon and someone needs help.
You just wasted 2.5 minutes of the show.
No, you didn't.
That would be their justification for not doing that. You're wasting time.
Oh,
Let's- Go on, Poe.
and the only time where we can actually see a look of, oh my god, what have I done, is when, at the end of the recent episode of Sailor Moon 14, where Rini comes down from the sky, falls ass first on Serena's head, knocking her down, her lips accidentally graze Tuxedo Mask.
Accidentally.
First of all, there
And-
was no grazing. They were
was like,
lip locked. Secondly, he did not pull away.
And
Yeah!
it totally just reminds me of the moment when he was blushing red and he put his hand to his lips. It reminds me of that one Crack.com article written by Sean Baby about how powerfully unfunny Family Circus is. It's
Family Circus.
Family
We're gonna put that on the Shitlord Saga. That comic blows.
It's like Family Circus. The rapists read Family Circus and finally realize what they have done.
Family Circus is like the least funny comic ever made. Show me one. I will argue this: Control-Alt-Delete sucks, but it has one funny comic, the Earthlink comic.
Yes.
Family Circus has 0 funny comics.
The author cheats in order to make words not sound like
You
words.
guys. Hate you guys so much.
What's the matter? You like Family Circus?
I grew out of that when I hit my teens, but I actually liked Family Circus back in the day.
You know, it's okay to like the dotted line ones, because that was cool to see his path he took.
Yeah.
But it wasn't funny.
Looks kind of like, hey, that's cute.
And I think there's 2 that Control-Delete has. Only 2.
Well, the Earthlink one, and what's the other?
There's a couple of his more recent ones where he's doing the whole
Where he
Xbox versus Wii versus PS4 comics that I've enjoyed.
i.e. the series where there's no definite main characters except for the players 1 to 4.
Look, I hate the internet mob as much as anyone else. Even though there are some people that I dislike that the internet mob also dislikes, like the guy who makes Control-Alt-Delete itself,
Tom Preston, etc. The fact is, though, that I hate the internet mob more than I hate those people. So, it's like Movie Bob's a piece of shit, but I can at least acknowledge that he hates Gamergate about as much as I do, so thumbs up to him. So, let's talk about old Tuxedo Mask. I have a problem with Sailor Moon in general, and that's the focus Tuxedo Mask always gets. I kind of want him to get killed early and stay dead.
Why do they focus on him so much is what I don't understand.
He's not interesting or funny. In a way, old Tuxedo Mask is kind of cool in that he uses the most impractical weapon, uses it well, and then spouts off cornball lines about how Serena has to believe in herself. That's funnier than anything the new Tuxedo Mask did, and that old Tuxedo Mask is still a date rapist.
But you know what?
The 90s Tuxedo Mask, one dub line when he was fighting against Oysight. He was like, is that the best you got? And then Tuxedo was like, come at me, loser.
That's awesome.
And let's not forget all the casual outfits Darien had on in the 90s.
I was just about to mention his outfits. Like, he had, like, 90s outfits, like, when he's jogging and stuff. He really did. And you know what? At least the old Tuxedo Mask Darien, at least he tried to work out. This one's just like, oh, I'm gonna wear a tuxedo all day.
Yeah, you know what? Let's give old Tuxedo Mask the benefit of the doubt. Whenever he sucked, it was because someone just singled him out and took him out of the fight real quick. But okay, the show focused too much on him anyway, still.
I know, exactly.
You know something? I'm gonna come back around and say that while the focus was there, it was nowhere near as much as Crystal.
Agreed, though in defense of Crystal, or in defense of the old show, rather, of the 90s show, they, even in the first season, they had 26 episodes to space out and give characters their own episodes. This new show had, so far, 14.
However, even if you doubled Darien's presence in every single episode of 90s, Season 1, he still wouldn't come anywhere close to the screen time he got in Crystal.
Okay, fair
Because in many of those, he would pop up
and disappear
as more of a cameo, almost. The episodes that he was intended to be there as to move the plot across. Because, he was hunting for the crystal just like they were. They had the whole subplot of the crystal had broken up into multiple pieces and other people, everything else. He had more of a point to be there.
Yes.
Because at that point, he wasn't just he's a good guy. There was at least a little bit of mystery there of what is his actual intentions.
Okay, you've convinced me. He's not as big a shitlord
now,
as I thought.
when you get to Season 2, Darien, I think they used Darien a lot better because his future self was trying to break them up to try and prevent that future from happening, but wasn't really trying to break them up, was trying to bring them back together.
And then there was Season 3 where he was just looking at all the shit going on and going, holy fuck, there's a lot of shit going on.
Season 3, Darien...
I'm glad I have a hot underage girlfriend.
Darien wasn't a very big part of Season 3 at all.
Well, I wouldn't be either. I would be in my apartment going, I can't handle this.
That's just
We're fighting Cthulhu.
The Darien in Crystal was a lot more combat ready than Darien from
I disagree.
Original.
90s Darien would kick the shit out of this Darien in a heartbeat.
I don't know.
This Darien threw a shitty haymaker once that hit, a second shitty haymaker that missed and nearly got him killed, and I think those are the two offensive actions he took as a hero. He took a lot more when he was infused by Queen Metalia's power.
And let's not forget that every time he's tried to save Sailor Moon, she still had to save herself with her stupid fucking pen.
Yeah. So,
Fair
okay,
enough.
you know what? You're making me not think that 90s Darien is a big shitlord. He's still a 20-year-old who shouldn't be dating 14-year-old girl.
Agreed.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to cut him some slack. You're right, but I still kind of think that the tall, lanky Darien is not the best male character to put in this all-female team. You know what male character, if I had a choice to reboot, I would either redesign him to be more their age and in their classes and shit, or I would make it the fucking swirly glasses kid.
Melvin?
Yeah. I actually think he would be a better teammate.
No one likes Melvin.
I like Melvin.
No one likes Melvin.
No one likes
Melvin.
you.
No one.
Oh my god. Well, I guess I'll just kill myself.
Let me help
Get the
you.
sword. Get the fucking sailor sword.
Let me just get this
Look, Melvin.
Let me just get the adamantium watch out of the way.
Melvin, quiet.
Hey, if they're sailor scouts, shouldn't they have cutlasses, not swords?
I don't know.
I don't care. How come they don't all have swords?
Vice from Skies of Arcadia had a cutlass. It was a laser cutlass, granted, but and he was a sailor. He was a pirate.
How come Sailor Moon had a pen that she used twice?
Yeah, she used that disguise pen 2 times. I think it's after Luna saw how terribly risque the outfits were that she was picking. She's like, you gotta stop using that shit, man. That's just indecent.
Yeah, like she'd listen.
So, okay, I guess we can agree that new Tuxedo Mask is a way bigger shitlord, and that old Tuxedo Mask isn't so bad. You know who blows? That stupid Pegasus that stalks Rini in Rini's dreams.
Why is this Pegasus so bad?
You're gonna have to give me some idea what this Pegasus is. I've seen pictures.
I'll tell you what he is.
But that's
no, I will tell you. No, Carlos is going to say it wrong.
Because I don't like his face.
Okay, David, this is what it is. This Pegasus, from what I remember, because I haven't seen it completely, is actually a prince from fuck all land, and he's trapped in something.
In the Pegasus body. He can only communicate with Rini in the dream
in her dreams.
Because the Dark Carnival, put him in that body.
That's right.
Oh, so this is from season 4 then?
Yeah.
And so
was that season?
No,
season 5 because we never got that one.
So he tries
season 4 was the Carnival. Season 5 was the Sailor Stars. Sorry for interrupting it again. Go ahead, Kiki.
So she gets this bell, and it actually summons him in the real world.
Okay.
So she uses him for attacks and stuff like that. Until she finds a way to set him free. So the only way to communicate is either through the bell or through his dreams. People are probably going to tell me that I'm wrong. If I am, please tell me, because I don't remember. It's been a long fucking time.
But the fact that Pegasus shows up means it ruins the canon lesbianism. That should have been the staple in that show.
But that doesn't make him a shitlord.
Also, season 4 sucks in general. That was the one where Rini really just got shoved in our faces. Sailor Moon's finishing move in that season involved Rini. They had to finish enemies together, which is a downgrade after Sailor Moon managed to beat, in her normal non-super form, Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune by herself, when previously those two had beaten all 5 scouts.
Yep. You know what? Also, I think that's the season where, I can't remember if it was more than one episode, but it's that infamous episode where Rini and Sailor Moon switch ages.
Yeah, and Rini's adult body
has
is
sexy
voluptuous and has giant tits, and little kid Serena, little kid Serena just looks like a total little kid, but she was enjoying it because she ate a ton of ice cream.
But she was also getting mad at her daughter, being like, "You can't walk around like that," and she's like, "Wow, I'm such an adult."
Yeah, she was flaunting.
Was that season 3?
That was 4. She was flaunting the goods. 4 is the Dark Carnival.
Okay.
The Dark Carnival.
In season 2, when she went all Dark Lady, they did the whole sexy thing with when she turned into Dark Lady as well.
Yeah, but
this episode she was way hotter.
Yeah, she was way, way, way hotter. Her hair wasn't as long.
She could have been in a fucking what's that show? The cars went over the ramp. She could have been in Dukes of Hazzard, and they would have gone, "Whoa, lady, that's indecent."
Okay.
Yeah, she was made to be hot. Like, she had bigger thighs.
And this is why the Pegasus is a shitlord.
What? Pardon?
Okay. Do we have to go into the Guardians of O and why they are?
Oh, absolutely.
They ravaged countless worlds. All the Red Lanterns wanted was an apology. Hal Jordan said sorry, and mostly diffused the situation.
Okay,
but
I'm going to turn that around, though. If you tried that in the comic, they would have killed him.
Fuck the comic.
No.
You know what? They would have killed him, but the Red Lanterns were still the Guardians' fault.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Were. And
so was most of the galaxy's problems, seeing as they said that they were the first world to have life, and therefore they were the first. That was wrong because Earth was. They made all that bullshit up so that Earth
would listen to them.
Well, no, the reason why there were no Earth Lanterns until Hal Jordan was they didn't want any.
What assholes? Why?
Because the white
lantern battery was in there.
The white battery was on Earth, the very thing that made life in the universe. So by keeping everything away from, much like the Avengers, with them now having, technology based on the cube, by Green Lanterns coming from there and more people going there, you're making it worse for the galaxy.
Gotcha. I felt bad for it. I think it's Ganthet.
Ganthet.
Is he the
He
only
always
good one?
gets fucked.
He is
I know.
the only smart guardian
Yeah.
who says reasonable things and then they boot him out.
They always are. You're an asshole, Ganthet.
Shouldn't we listen when they bring us evidence that we're wrong? Ganthet, we are never wrong.
Yeah.
Stupid
That's
shit.
basically the rest of the council.
Manhunters activated. You left Manhunters ready to activate on countless worlds?
Shut up, Ganthet.
Yeah, and then Ganthet, we don't like you talking
We
back
don't
to
appreciate your tone, Ganthet. And your blue lantern is not very appealing to us. It doesn't match the green. It's not fashionable. And Ganthet's like, you're all shitlords. I'm not going to be part of this pack of clown-ass
You people are
shitlords.
fucking retards.
And then they literally kick him out, and he's just like, what the fuck?
I
Well,
bet you the
and-
Guardians
and-
of Oa were behind this Sailor Moon reboot.
And then when they get rid of Hal Jordan because he managed to kill a Guardian with a green ring, they're like, oh, you saved the galaxy, but you killed the one of us that was infected by the black rings, but you killed a Guardian, so yeah, we're gonna take Sinestro back, we're gonna leave you on Earth.
Yeah, they took Sinestro
What?
back.
Are you serious?
They let
Yes!
Sinestro join the Lanterns again.
What? How many times has he joined and left and
How
shit?
many Green Lanterns has he killed?
3?
Actually,
3 times he's come back?
Jordan has more of a kill rate for Green Lanterns than Sinestro does.
It doesn't
by
matter, Dave.
a large number.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Every time Hal Jordan
They
did
took
it,
Jordan back.
yeah, okay. Every time Hal Jordan did it, even though I hate the whole Parallax was controlling him angle,
Yep.
the fact was canonically Parallax was controlling him, and every time he's had to do bad things to the core, it's been for good reasons. Sinestro, as cool an origin as he has, became a cackling evil piece of shit, and they let him back in.
So he's a shitlord?
But the next thing...
No, arguably he's a pretty successful piece of shit.
Actually, to his credit, the next thing that he did is he left Oa and went to give Hal his ring back. He's like, yeah, this is stupid. Here's a ring.
Yeah, to be fair, even though they should have never given Sinestro back the ring, Sinestro, I think, for a while, legitimately tried to do good by it.
And he's like, no.
Because in that whole story, I remember he found the White Lantern. He's the one who kind of saved everyone, because he kind of had a change of heart for a while, the same way Magneto once led the X-Men.
Even if he couldn't use the White Lantern.
Yeah, but he did. He was the first one.
No, he wasn't.
He was totally... There are images everywhere of him being the first White Lantern. You don't even know your own Green Lantern history, Dave. And I blame the Guardians for that.
Probably. They're to blame for everything. Who's another shitlord I just thought of because I kept staring at him? Delita.
Delita Hyrule from Final Fantasy Tactics is the Lord of Shitlords.
Yeah?
This is a shitlord
Awful.
who...
He bangs such a hot sweetheart.
And used her. He lost his sister, and he was basically used. So he decided he would be the... He literally said, I'll be the person using. That's like literally saying, pieces of shit hurt me, so I'm going to be a piece of shit.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Ramza, who really should have been the villain because he was from the rich family, went and saved the world. Delita took all the credit, killed his wife because she was sick of him using everyone, and basically took all the glory until hundreds of years later when a historian finally uncovered that Ramza was the real hero of the Demon Wars.
And give Ramza credit. Him and the survivors basically went off and lived their life in peace.
I once said that if Ramza was in Marvel America during Civil War, that he wouldn't take a side. He would secretly be the one who found out who was causing Civil War, and nobody would ever know.
See,
wait, sorry, Nezzy. It's just that when Delita in the end killed Avelia, didn't she kill him back in turn?
Yes.
Yeah, because she was trying to kill him.
She stabbed him first, and then he killed her. He survived the stab. He went on to live, according to the history of that world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went on to live as the Shitlord King.
Because everyone thought Ramza was the shitlord.
Yeah, because Delita blamed everything on Ramza.
Even though he's supposed to be his best friend.
Because it was convenient for him, and Ramza said... Delita knew there were demons. Delita actually helped Ramza to go fight them, and made sure Sid got set free so they could fight the Lucavi. Delita was well aware that there was serious shit going on, and that he was relishing the fact that his friend was going to go take care of it so that he could continue being a real sack of shit.
Well, his friend, quote, because he was using Ramza too.
The only person who's ever been good to him.
Yeah.
Other than his sister was Ramza. That's it. Ramza and Alma. Let's be fair, Alma was a very good person
Alma was
too.
not doing anything to
Alma
him.
was a total innocent who nearly got turned into an evil goddess.
Yeah, poor girl. But at least she got saved. And fucking Delita, like, what pisses me off is he doesn't, like, okay, his sister died. Yes, that sucks. That absolutely sucks.
It was horrible.
But, holy shit, that's gonna drive you to insanity when this fucking noble has been with you since day one, has been defending your ass, and you don't give two fucks. You're like, no, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah,
Like you don't look at the like you don't look at the bright side. You don't like. I understand there are people who are like that, but my god, man.
Delita became the worst person after terrible people hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
There are two things you do when terrible people hurt you. You try to make the best of it, as hard as it is, or you succumb. Delita succumbed. He succumbed. He became everything he hated.
Yeah.
Yeah. His story's tragic. If I didn't hate him so much, I would feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept staring at
In
you
Tuxedo
figure
Mask's
it out.
defense, at least he didn't try to kill... No, he did. Never mind.
When did he try to kill
He
everyone?
was being mind controlled.
He was being like, at least under his own
But he didn't
power.
even try to break out. That's what gets me mad.
They didn't give any time to anything. I mean,
I know, they
Jupiter
really
was
didn't.
just mind control, but
And then she
Did
was
she
fucked
try?
right off.
Yeah, how did Jupiter and Amy get mind controlled
That's what
after
I
they
wanna
became
know.
scouts?
yeah.
I don't get that.
Here's the thing. Being a Sailor Scout, even when you're not transformed, imparts you certain immunities
Yep.
that they've shown, except when it's convenient.
Exactly.
That's that was such bullshit.
Like, even when you're untransformed, you have a certain set of powers now.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, you're immune to that shit.
That's bullshit.
Fuck that show. So let's all agree that it needs a better reboot. Possibly done by Paul Dini, who did the Batman and Superman animated series, as well as most of the Justice League animated series.
Oh, that would be so good.
And it needs to be animated by Trigger.
Yeah.
Paul Dini needs to be like the head writer. The scenario crafter for it needs to be Obsidian Entertainment.
Oh,
Let's just follow the
I don't
good
know
game
why
flow
you
chart.
have the hard on for Obsidian.
They write good stories.
You know what else is really good?
Hmm.
Cheese pierogies.
What other kind of pierogies are there?
There's
Oh.
onion pierogies.
With cheese in
Potato.
them?
No.
No, there's one
No,
without
that's
cheese.
just-
Oh, you can have just potato pierogies?
Yeah.
Well, it shows how much I know about pierogies.
See?
Or what about the ones with bacon and stuff in them?
You can put bacon on top as well.
Fuck that Pegasus.
Well,
There have been good Pegasuses, good Pegasi,
like
Herculeses,
yeah, his Pegasus was dope.
Pegasus one.
Pegasusmon.
Pegasusmon was dope. I love him.
He's still not as cool as, say, the Angemon forms,
Yeah.
but it's nice that he has that option.
Yeah, and his looks way cooler than the Fertimon.
Yeah, Nefertimon, I hated that armor form. Okay, guys, we are at parting thoughts. So normally Dave and I will spew out some parting thoughts, and then I'll yell out a bunch of like hype the podcast type of things. So let's start with you, Kiki. What are your parting thoughts?
My parting thoughts. I was really, really disappointed with Sailor Moon Crystal. I actually stopped watching it altogether because I'm like, that's not happening anymore.
I'm gonna watch the next episode, but after that, I don't know.
I can't do it. Like, after that last episode where they didn't even get revived, I was like, no. I like my romance in my animes or whatever, or shows and stuff like that.
But it can be done badly.
But it can be done super badly, and this is what that was. And I'm just like, I want no part of it.
Yeah, I'll give Sailor Moon Crystal this. It didn't ship tease. But if ship teasing was a big sin and nothing else goes wrong, I'll still like something better than it. Yep, okay. Poe, what are your parting thoughts?
Firstly, was there a Tuxedo Mask in the 90s American Sailor Moon cartoon?
There's an American.
Yeah, not the dub of Sailor Moon, but there was an actual 90s American animated Sailor Moon cartoon.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there
Whoa,
was.
wait a minute.
What?
I saw a video of it.
No, there wasn't.
That sounds fake.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
saw-
sounds extremely fake,
No.
Poe.
No, I saw the
Poe.
video.
No,
No.
that sounds fake.
That would have been fan
We
made.
Dave,
need to
look
look it
this
up
shit
right
up
now.
right. Are you playing mobile games while you're recording the podcast?
No. I turned on my phone. That was the last thing I did at home.
I think
Were you playing mobile games when you were talking to me?
No.
I was.
Okay, let's go back to the Shitlord Saga for a second.
I haven't used my phone all day.
Don't lie to me.
But aside from that,
Carlos is talking
it
again.
was like, but aside from that, aside from all that, kind of like how I trudged through Sonic 06 and Project Cross Zone, I kind of want to see how Sailor Moon Crystal keeps going and how it's gonna end.
Yeah,
Is it gonna betray my expectations? Because I never saw the manga at all, but
I gotta admit, I want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I don't think you understand this whole anime rave thing we're doing.
I can stop at any time. Your finger is not in my anus. I can do what I want.
Of course you can, Carlos.
Don't
Of
touch
course
my
you can.
anus. Lower.
Oh dear.
So I would ask Dave his parting.
I think you're full of shit.
I would ask Dave his
Yeah,
parting.
he's full of shit.
I would ask Dave his parting thoughts, but he's trying to look up this series with my terrible connection, and I don't think I've given you my new Wi-Fi password.
No, you haven't.
I'm looking it up too, and I don't see.
The only other one that was ever made was a 2003 live action series.
And that one was cool because well, I didn't actually see it. Just saw clips of it, but
Yeah, no, sorry,
Yeah.
Poe.
The hair color changed. They're all Japanese girls, and then they had the anime hair colors when they
Poe, if
transformed.
you bring it up, if you find
Yeah, if you can find evidence of this, we will
Yeah.
put it in the corrections section in the
Yeah.
next episode.
I mean, Wiki's got the only animated one there being
I didn't
from...
see it on Wiki. I saw it on YouTube.
it doesn't matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it might have been someone's Flash project.
Exactly.
Which was Crystal.
Oh.
No,
You know
I
something?
have seen way better animation in
Well-
Flash than Crystal.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's my parting thoughts. And I mentioned this on today's Anime Rave for episode 14. In that there was a scene where Sailor Moon was running towards what would be the camera. And even though she was getting closer, she wasn't getting bigger. And I comment that even Flash videos, people have the ability to grab your animation
It's scale
and
it.
just scale it as it gets to a certain point. It's on a time scale.
Wait. She was running forward.
She
and
was
wasn't-
running towards you, and let's say that she went half a block and she didn't get bigger. She
What-
was still.
Then what did it look like?
It was moving up further, like she was coming over the hill.
What? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
also, it was the weirdest run.
It was.
Was it like the Street Fighter the American cartoon where DJ comes out of the elevator and he shrinks for some reason?
It wasn't as bad as that.
It's the party man.
But, I mean, ultimately, this has been a very poorly done reboot. The fact that Toei themselves don't even have any faith in the show comes from all of the official artwork for all the new toy lines they're releasing using the old 90s artwork, which is hilarious.
It's bad.
This is not a show that will make them all that much.
Or, scary thought, it might.
Well, then again, people do like Steins Gate.
But
Yeah, I don't
the thing
understand.
is, there's a lot of negative reviews about Cinnamon Crystal.
As there should be. I mean, even... I'm actually getting really sick of shows like this, watching it when it first airs, and not waiting for the DVD release. Because I've seen comparison shots, and no, it wouldn't have rescued this show from being awful. But the artwork in large sections are completely changed, and it does look better.
I just want to say that Kill la Kill had no budget either. I'm just going to throw that one out there.
But you weren't bored.
Exactly. There were some scenes in Kill la Kill where it looked pretty shoddy, but it was shoddy and stylized, so they got over that little like roadblock. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it's as though it was basically a redone fan fiction is what this pile of garbage really is.
It felt like fan fiction. That's not a compliment. Look, fan fiction's great for people who want to find their voice and maybe move on to other writing, but...
And fan fiction can be good.
Yeah. This sounds like someone wrote a fanfic, their take on the manga, and someone greenlit it as brilliant.
Yeah.
Alright, that was garbage. Alright, folks, thank you so much for listening. Our website is twofatguystalk.com. Go there, leave us some voicemail. We also have our Carlos and Dave Anime Rave show, which is carlosanddaveanimerave.com. We're still figuring out what we're going to do with that because our channel got taken down due to copyright strikes, which are invalid and are going to get revoked just like every other copyright strike, but unfortunately that's going to take time. We're debating a few things, and no promises. We might be making more YouTube channels so we can space them out a bit better. We may be, like, trying to up our production values a bit and trying to sign on with any number of these online kind of channels that host shows and don't buckle to copyright claims so quickly. We might look at another hosting service. We're not sure yet. Give us some time to kind of find our groove there. But I'll try to get as many episodes up on my own hosting plan as possible. Please be patient. If there's one you want to particularly see, please let me know. You can find us on Twitter. Our main Twitter account is at @2FatGuysTalk. I'm at HandsomeFatMan.
I'm at the Dude Hack.
You two have Twitter accounts?
No.
No.
Okay.
Sane.
And you can find our podcast on iTunes. Just search for Two Fat Guys Talk. I know for a fact that if you use the Podcaster app on Android, you can find us there too. Just search for Two Fat Guys Talk. That's it for us.
Fuck Moonbow.
Fuck Moon. Yeah. Let's end off on Poe telling us how angry he gets at the credits of Sailor Moon Crystal that there is a moonbow.
Because
a rainbow on the moon. Poe, explain your anger.
Because it's exactly like the whole the opening, Moon Pride. It sounds awesome. It's rocking. But then it ends and contradicts Moon Pride with Moonbow. Moonbow is just all of that girlish, hopeless, romantic song. Oh, like, goodbye. Oh, it's like, goodbye. I know we'll meet again one day. And it's a stupid fucking rainbow seen at night on a clear sky.
Yeah, there's no rain.
Huh?
It's just there.
Yeah,
I'm
a little disappointed.
Actually,
I'm a little
I thought you were gonna rage some
I'm a
more.
little disappointed, Paul. The other day, you were pissed.
You were so mad.
You were
and
like, the fuck's a fucking moonbow? There's no rain on the fucking moon.
Actually, I think Kiki just summed up this entire show in one line. It's just there.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon Crystal. It exists.
Oh my god, it's like that one guy who was watching that singer sing during the Olympics one time.
Yeah, I remember there was this one Olympics, and I think it wasn't Bryan Adams. It was a shitty fucking Canadian singer.
It was a country singer.
Yeah, it was some Canadian country guy. And what happened was, we heard the Canadian broadcaster, and the Canadian broadcaster was like, first of all, this guy was a terrible singer.
He was really bad.
Trust us, he blew.
Okay.
And the Canadian announcer was like lavishing praise and whatnot all over this guy, be like, oh, and such a heartfelt song. And then we could hear the American announcer, because one of Kiki's friends was listening to it on stream, and we could hear what the American announcer was saying, and it was basically this. And that was the Canadian sensation sang us a song from his, no doubt, extensive repertoire. We are now going to move on to the to the rest of the opening ceremony, and I took that a bit further. I was like, no, that was him. He certainly sang a song. We know that objectively it was a song. It met all the technical requirements for being one. No one knows why he sang the song, but we know this. We have all heard it. We can never unhear it again.
I am not kidding. He was
so unimpressed.
Like, my friend started laughing. She's like, do you hear how unimpressed this guy is? And I'm like, yeah, do you hear our guy? She's like, why is he praised? I don't know.
Are there any good singers or bands that have come from Canada?
Yes.
Yes.
Who? Name two.
Well, Justin Bieber's Canadian.
No.
No, Justin Bieber's a good singer. Just because he joined the shitty band does not make him a bad singer.
Band?
Wait a minute. Sorry, I was thinking, for
Justin
some
Bieber,
reason,
right?
of Lance Bass.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Justin Bieber is a good singer, but he sucks.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake's not bad. Okay, there's one.
Another good Canadian.
Drake is Canadian?
Yes, he is.
Nice.
He was from the Degrassi show or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Another Canadian singer is Avril Lavigne.
She's a good singer, but she kind of went and married a member of Nickelback, so she doesn't count anymore.
Oh, right. I don't get service down here most of the time.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Service here is terrible for cell phones.
You know who was hilarious? Fucking Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette is hilarious, but she's at
not
her
a good singer.
she's at her best when she's making fun of people.
Yeah, David, have you ever seen when she was making fun of
The Hump song?
Yes.
It was so funny. Singing it so seriously.
We have apologized many times for Celine Dion.
We apologize. The Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
which is fine, because I like a couple of his songs.
Sure, fine. It's okay. I like one Nickelback song once.
Which
What
one?
I liked... no, not really anymore, but at the time I liked Photograph. But now it's stupid. Now, if you listen to that song, it's like, look at this photograph! Every time it makes me laugh! How do I always get so red? It's the worst.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, are we still recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, one more Canadian. Wolverine.
He's not a singer.
I don't care.
I'm sure he could sing.
He probably could sing.
Okay, nobody doubts this. I'm just saying that's not his profession.
Amuro Ray.
Amuro Ray is Canadian, despite what Japan tries to claim. He was born in Prince Rupert. The original hero of Gundam is a Canadian.
Yeah, he is.
But they don't acknowledge it. They say he was born on Prince Rupert on, and I quote, the North American West Coast.
That's fucking Canada.
It's too bad that Amuro Ray's last canonical appearance was in Char's shitty counterattack.
Oh, that's
One of the worst anime movies. One day we gotta show you this horrendous movie that people call one of the greatest of all time.
No, you need to watch it for the Shitlord Saga.
Imagine, if you will, okay, the movie is about the premise of Amuro and Char's final fight. That is the focus for, like, the first 5 minutes, and the last 5 minutes. And the rest of the, 240 million minutes is about this irritating character called Quess, a young girl who's in love with Char, and who Char is basically just priming to be the next great pilot. And she keeps talking and talking. And it's the worst.
Wow, I'm living that now.
Oh, now you need to show him. Now he needs to see it. No. Now that needs to happen.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful.
One day we're going to do a shitty anime rave day where we do the Steins Gate episode, and I know you're saving, and then we'll do Char's counterattack, and there is very little Char and even littler counterattacking in this movie.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Hey, think we're out?
We're out, people. Goodbye. Bye, people. See you later.
Fuck Moonbow.
Oh my god, that
1,
was
2, 3.
actually...
Okay,
Wow.
So, these stupid fuckers didn't believe me that there was a 90s American Sailor Moon cartoon that wasn't the dub. So I had to show them on YouTube, and lo and behold, what do you guys think?
yeah, this is a special addendum to episode 63.
Oh my god.
First of all, don't fucking call me an asshole.
I didn't call you an asshole, I called you a stupid fucker.
He called
okay.
you sponge!
Okay, you know what? I am going to put the link on the podcast description and urge everybody to watch it. Dave is still stunned.
Yeah,
Dave
his
is still in
mouth's
shock
open.
at this show where the best way to describe how Serena looks in the show is She-Ra, drawn like She-Ra, but in Sailor Moon clothing.
And she rides around on a...
And she runs around
moon.
on a what can
Crescent.
only be described as a spacefaring windsurfer board.
Yeah. And the song is like... from
Sailor Moon.
Da, 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 Sailor! And then fucking, it says that they're going around the galaxy to destroy bad guys, and you see them like shooting lasers and being red monsters and shit.
Luna looked like she came right out of the Aristocats.
Yes, she did.
And I think we're ignoring the part that this show had animated and live action segments.
Like, wow.
You know what I think what they were trying to go for?
David, you can't even say a sentence.
The look at you. I wish I could get this look.
No, what we just saw was it was a hybrid. It was freaking like New Kids in the Block.
Alf. The Alf cartoon.
Alf.
Yeah.
Where half of it was live action and half of it was... Oh my god.
The Sailor Moon.
I need Steel Wool for my brain.
The Sailor Moon threw her Moon Tiara magic attack and it bashed an enemy in the head.
And then he fell over clumsily. And this guy, let's not mince words, he was Satan.
How make that noise you made when he got hit?
He's like, ah!
So, I want to say this here, and I think everyone agrees, why did that look so much better than Sailor Moon Crystal?
I don't know! It really did!
And
I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do now, though. Just because I'm going to have to grab one of the YouTube downloaders and download that video.
And then we'll do an anime rave of it.
Yeah.
Not just that.
Do you guys want to do that rave here that day?
We can.
Sure.
Hi.
Oh my god. I can't believe what I just saw.
All right. All right. I think we see good now.
Close it.
Say again? You're going to say something?
We're good.
Oh, we're good. Okay, bye folks.